good morning to everyone. Thank you the organizing team Knee 360 for organizing and giving the opportunity. So the topic today is graft choices and options in ligamentous injury. As we know, what's an ideal graft? The ideal graft is which can recreate complex anatomical and biochemical properties of the native ligament. It can withstand the load, strain and stiffness of the native ligament, and there should be limited donor site morbidity. The fixation should be secure and the graft incorporation should be earliest. So regarding the decision making, the factors are graft failure or re-tear rate, then regarding the return to sports and pre-injury level, the donor side morbidity and the expertise of the surgeon. All the things have to be counted. Many surgeons still rely on their surgical training and success rates in their practices. So defining a good graft, unfortunately not a single tendon are fulfilling the factors of a ideal graft. So what are the different key issues? We have to address the graft failure or revision. We have to think about the knee laxity, the muscle strength, the return to pre-injury activity level, regarding pain, infection and tunnel enlargement. So broadly it's mostly we are using the autograft along with some amount of allograft and synthetic. Out of the autograft, the most common graft we are using is the hamstring along with BPTB, quadriceps, CQT, Achilles tendon, peroneus longus graft. So regarding the BPTB, it is classically harvested from the middle third of the patellar tendon, and as there is presence of bone plugs on both ends of the graft, so the union, that is the bone to bone union, is quite strong and it's united by crypting substitution. And always we know that bone to bone union produces stronger and more reliable graft as compared to soft tissue bone healing. So BPTB, though it's a strong graft, but having much more donor side morbidity like knee pain, kneeling pain, numbness, tendinitis of patella fracture and patellofemoral OA. So what's the optimal patient? It's younger age group and having high level of pivot, and the advantage is having low graft rupture rate, but multiple disadvantages and complications of donor side as previously explained. Hamstring is the most common grafts are semity and gracilis tendons. Here we can use it in moderate sports activity level and also in skeletal immature patient. That can't be possible in case of BPTB. So it's having lower donor side morbidity, and we can make the graft configuration of different sizes. We can make it double strand, quadruple graft or much more. And the disadvantage is out of all grafts it is having higher graft rupture rate. The surgical site infection and the decreased knee flexion is quite more. One advantage of hamstring is polyvalence, that variable composition and diameter. Using semity and gracilis, we can make the graft multifolded and we can adjust according to our surgical options like all inside, inside out, whatever may. The re-tear rate is quite more in case of hamstrings compared to BPTB, and the revision rate or the re-tear is mostly occurs in young athletes, pediatrics, adolescent age group and females. Now the recently increased usage is with central CQT, and versatility is quite high in CQT as compared to BPTB lengthwise and widthwise. And the CQT is having more collagen as compared to peroneus and other graft. Where to use CQT? In optimal patient level, skeletal immature, and the disadvantage is having decreased extensor strength and risk of patella fracture and rupture. So revision rate is quite more in case of hamstring. Another graft is peroneus, which is having less morbidity at the donor side, and the collagen and tendinocyte distribution is quite more in CQT graft as compared to the peroneus and the other hamstrings. Regarding allograft, the indications are multiligament knee, inadequate autograft, and less active populations. But there are lots of disadvantages, and the most one is the quite failure rate is high and slow rate of incorporation. Regarding GATT incorporation, the security and BPTB are having much more advanced incorporation as compared to hamstring. Artificial graft is still in the research level, and large system is the advanced one. They are having lots of disadvantages like tunnel osteolysis, synovitis, delayed failure, immunological response, much more. In conclusion, comparing the anatomy, histology and morphological feature, none of the donor graft can having the perfectly replicate the complex characteristics of God-gifted native HCl. But with all graft options having advantages and drawback, graft choice option must be individualized and chosen in accordance to the patient and surgeon's expertise. Thank you.